Now what
cover every paper, bills in his sweaty face.
Well, now what do we do with the president? Because now I'm starting to feel sorry for the guy.
You know,
am I getting soft or something?
You know, I'm feeling a tinge of sympathy for the poor old fool, the poor horny old goat.
He looked pathetic.
He did look
on TV, and I was starting to feel really bad for him. I'm like, I had to smack myself in the face and go, stop.
He's rocking in his seat like he's got a bad case of the roids.
Yeah.
He's like, all fidgety. Double talking.
Who knew he'd have a worse memory than Ronald Reagan?
I don't recall.
He doesn't recall much.
No.
Oh, God, what do we do?
I don't know. I think the tape is going to work both ways. I think people that hate him already are going to still hate him.
Yeah.
And the people that really like him are going to feel a lot of sympathy for him and think he's being picked on. He's starting to seem like the poor dog that everyone's kicking now.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a sleazebag.
Yeah. He's a compulsive liar. He's a sex addict. He has no memory.
I like the clip on MSNBC, was it?
Yeah.
Is he genetically incapable of telling the truth? Now they're saying that maybe it's genetic. It's in him that he cannot tell the truth.
Absolutely amazing.
Wow, me.
So I'm at home and I'm watching the testimony on CNN I picked, okay?
Right.
And all of a sudden my cable goes out. And I'm like, no way. So I run to my window, and I swear to God, the guy was on the pole in front of my house.
Cable guy.
Yeah, I open up my window. I go, are you effing high? What are you, nuts? I start screaming at him, and he knew exactly what I was talking about. Oh, it'll just be a second. It'll just be a second. I'm like, Clinton's on TV. The whole world is watching, and you have decided that this is a perfect time to fix the cable. What are you, nuts? What are you, on smack?
The only worst time would be, we, the jury, find the defendant, Orenthal, James Simpson.
Exactly. At this point, I kind of miss all that OJ talk, because I'm really sick of the Clinton talk, you know? So the cable guy quickly put my cable back on. I'm like, thank you! And I ran back into my living room for a couple more hours of the crap.
It was kind of dull, 4 hours.
It wasn't made for TV, that's for
No,
sure.
It's the prosecutors asking him questions about sex and him refusing to answer and being all hedgy.
Yeah.
That he doesn't know what a sexual relation is.
He sure does know what a sexual relationship
He
is.
thinks a Lewinsky isn't sex.
I just pray this sets a precedent for all of us.
He is the president. He is the president, and he's, he's in charge. Maybe he's right.
You know something? I hope he wins this one.
You could go around with this proclamation that you pull out of your pocket. Honey,
no, the president says it's not cheating.
Now the president says, and we all have to stand behind the leader of this country.
Oh, brother.
He says it's okay.
Yeah. And he's in town. I hope he's listening to us today, because we're going to have some fun, aren't we?
I think the presets in the presidential limo, I don't think NEW is on there.
We don't even have him listening?
No, I doubt it.
That stinks.
He's probably let me listen to Rush. Fat bastard. I hate this guy. Turn it up.
No, Rush is naked in baby oil today, like you stated a couple weeks ago.
Oh, he's loving life.
This is the happiest day of his life, I think.
6 years, I think, he's been waiting for this.
I'm astounded at the fact that the president...
Yeah, he's all lubed up.
All right, well, we're going to talk about that and other things.
Yeah, there's plenty of other stuff.
Jets look great yesterday. 44-6. It's about time.
That we got to talk about Sammy Sosa Day.
Sammy Sosa Day was very, very funny.
I think it's like one of those, just let's throw something together real quick.
Well, yeah, because they did it for McGuire.
Of course.
You know?
And McGuire getting japped out of a home run.
Yep, Mets looking good. They're a game ahead in the playoff battle.
Plenty to talk about.
And I just pray the Giants kick the snot out of the Cowboys tonight. That's all I want to see. And if you got something, 212-757-1027. We'll go to the phones next. Fax line 212-957-WNEW. And is the internet clogged up today, Anthony? Or
seems to be functioning.
The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW with Collective Soul and Shine. It's Opie and Anthony.
Good afternoon.
Home run race heating up.
Yes, Opie.
Did you see McGuire got ripped off on Sunday?
He absolutely did.
Without a doubt he did.
Made a bad call.
Yeah, but it just figures that a guy from New York would screw up the whole home run race. A guy from Astoria, Queens, supposedly reached over the wall, but on the replay it was obvious that was a home
Obviously, he didn't affect the play of the ball.
No.
That's ridiculous. Now there'll always be controversy, see?
Well, I just, at this point, I don't think Sammy's going to be able to catch up because he's just swinging for the fences every time he's up now. He's taking nasty cuts.
Yeah, he's not handling the pressure well.
I don't think so.
But they did have Sammy Sosa Day. They did. At Wrigley Field. Sammy Sosa Day.
Flew his whole family in.
Yeah. Also, the Maris family, they got to get back to their life.
They got to go home. It's over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. They
were singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" with these big glasses on their head, and
they had the Harry Carey glasses on.
Harry Carey. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And they're all singing off key.
Off key and stuff.
They can't even keep up with the music.
And they're just loving the spotlight, but they just look ridiculous in that spotlight.
It's just time to get back to things. But, it was Sammy Sosa Day, and they gave him a new car, kind of like they did for McGuire, kind of.
And he ran around the field.
Everyone cheered for him, kind of like they did for McGuire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this is like? I'll tell you in Brady Bunch terms.
Okay.
When Peter Brady was running around and he thought he was going to have a party the whole time, like he thought there was going to be a big party for him.
Sure.
And there wasn't a party.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out. There wasn't going to be a party for him. And then they found out that Peter thought there was going to be a party for him.
So they had to quickly.
So they had to throw a party together for him. And even as a kid watching the Brady Bunch, you're like, this isn't very sincere, is it?
Yeah.
They're throwing him a party, but it's because he thought he was having a party.
Yeah.
That's what Sammy Sosa's going through.
Yeah, pretty much.
They threw him this big thing because everyone's taking heat and giving heat and saying that, McGuire's getting all the attention. He got the big stop the game, the car comes out, and Sammy just, gets nothing.
Right. Well, McGuire got to the record first.
Well, yeah, of course.
Simple as that.
But it just seemed a little, forced.
Yeah.
The Maris family there and everything. It's like, what are they doing there? The record's been broke.
Don't those guys have jobs?
I guess not.
The Maris family, they don't have, bosses? What boss is going to allow you to, go around the country for a month and a half to watch your father's record broken? That's an understanding boss.
Certainly is.
We call in with a little sniffle and we're fired.
You better come in, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know what they do.
So... All right.
Yep.
Oh, we got some ticked off Latins on the
what happened?
The phone line. You can't mess with Sammy Sosa.
Does anyone hear what I'm saying? Or they just hear him talking? He's talking about Sammy Sosa, man. You can't talk about him. Just talking about how it seemed like put on.
Yeah.
I say the guy obviously should have had a huge party, but so should Peter Brady have. Not the forced fake party like this.
And the biggest surprise in baseball, did you know that Cal Ripken didn't play last night?
I know. How about that?
I got the papers on my stoop this morning and went, whoa!
Yeah.
That record's got to just go away. That should not be a record.
It's a very silly record.
It's a stupid record. Let's celebrate the fact that you show up for work.
Woohoo!
You and I, if we work at one job for 15 or 20 years, we're lucky to have a going-away party, and maybe they'll get us a watch.
Those gold watches.
That's about all we can look forward to. You're supposed to show up and go to work.
You showed up for work.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. Someone explain why that record is so important to baseball.
And now they're saying that they put him in some games that he shouldn't have been in.
Well, they're saying for the last year that he pretty much should have been sitting a lot.
Well, maybe it was even before the record.
They have some young, talent coming up in the minors that they could have easily played this year because the Orioles are out of it. Mm-hmm. But Cal and his record, they had to keep the record alive.
So he didn't play, but he gets out on the field and goes around and gets, the ovation, la, la, la.
Yeah, so, all right.
Cal Ripken Day. He got the party.
What the hell was that?
What, did something explode in here?
What was that?
A light bulb just blew out.
That scared the hell out of me. All right. Well, if you want to talk to
light bulb blowing out.
I didn't know what it was. It was a huge bright light over your head.
The shot was fired.
Yeah, exactly. All right, if you want to talk to Mike and the Mad Dog, give us a call. 212-757-1027. We'll do all sports today. What the hell? 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, Eve 6, and Inside Out, Joan Jett before that. It's Opie and Ed today. Hey, what's going on, huh? Is Lamb Chop really calling in today?
Yeah.
I'm starting to hear rumors that Lamb Chop's dead. Sherry Lewis died, and Lamb Chop's dead, too.
Sherry Lewis is dead.
Right.
Lamb Chop, as you know, survived because we talked to Lamb Chop on the phone, you might remember. And Barney didn't do too hip a job informing the kids on what happened during the with the Clinton thing and Monica. Now that the tape is out, kids are home because it's a holiday. They're seeing all this smut on TV, Opie.
Okay.
So we'll have Lamb Chop.
Lamb Chop's going to try to explain this whole Clinton mess.
And explain it. I think Lamb Chop will do a better job than Barney did.
I hope we're in delay because Lamb Chop likes to use the four-letter words.
It seems ever since Shari died, Lamb Chop, from this burst of personality that we never knew existed.
He has a new attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lamb Chop's on the way.
Yeah.
Very interesting. 212-757-1027 if you got something for the show. Hi, NEW.
Yeah, well, which one of you guys is a Giant fan? Who wants to kick the snot out of Dallas?
Why? You're a Cowboys fan? You're a
Cowboys fan since 1974. No way in hell.
Well, you've been through all the felonies.
Hey, we don't even have to use our great quarterback. We only use our backup to get
all right, give us a break.
Oh, come on.
A tough year so far.
It's going to be like running home through Swiss cheese.
What do you think the Cowboys' bail stat will be up to this year?
funny. What happened to Jason Sehorn on his first play of the game? Out for the season.
Cowboys lead the league in felonies. Great.
Yeah. But let's see who's going to win tonight, buddy.
All right. As long as Michael Irving stays between the lines and doesn't try to snort them.
Oh, you're funny. Oh, my God. Oh, you're real funny. Is this the one who gets the Woody on the school bus?
No, that's me.
Or the one who dates hairy women?
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York with the Dave Matthews Band. Stay. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Everyone is talking about the President of the United States once again today.
He's the big story.
And I guess they're going to go forward with impeachment hearings as the rumblings going on in Washington at this point, now that everyone has had a chance to witness his testimony.
Yeah, that doesn't mean much, actually, them going ahead with hearings. Because, the Republicans obviously would like to get that rolling more than the Democrats would. Mm-hmm. And it really doesn't mean anything. It just means that they're going to see if there's enough evidence to actually start to impeach him.
Yeah, and the impeachment process could take over a year, right?
Yeah. But there's a year of this.
But a lot of Clinton supporters are starting to, jump off the support wagon.
Yeah. Trying to separate themselves from him a bit.
Yeah.
Like Al Gore.
I stated this a couple of weeks ago, and I honestly think at this point he should just simply resign for the good of the country.
Yeah.
I don't even care anymore that he lied under oath. I think every single person on the earth lies and tries to cover up things,
right,
so they don't hurt themselves or others and all that. I'm fine with that at this point. I can deal with that. But the problem I have is you don't have to look any further than the TV and the newspapers to find out that nothing is getting done in this country at this point.
No.
Nothing.
Nope. It's at a standstill.
Every single congressman is on the tube, and they're doing their little spin on the whole thing when they should be using that time to take care of some serious issues that are facing our country.
Everyone's more interested in my wiener.
Yeah. I want to know what's going to happen with Social Security when we get older. I want to know what they're doing about Saddam Hussein in Iraq.
Yeah. Why don't we lob a few bombs somewhere?
I mean, there's many issues facing this country, and the congressmen, they're just too busy trying to get their faces on the tube with their opinion on this whole thing. And government at this point, I think, is completely shut down.
They all better make sure there's no skeletons in their closets.
It's just going to get uglier.
Yeah, because then everybody gets info on each other.
And for that fact, I think he should just step down for the good of the country. The media isn't going to let this alone.
Nope.
It's funny because when we talk about the media, people always email us and go, "You idiots, you're part of the media." I don't think so.
No.
Not really.
No.
And the media wants that big Hollywood ending. They're not going to stop until there's an actual ending to this.
Which is him getting thrown out.
There's only one ending at this point, yes. That he needs to leave in a lot of the eyes of the media. Mm-hmm. So, that's my opinion. What do you think, Anthony?
I think it's entertaining. I find it funny. And as long as business keeps running the country the way it is, and the economy stays good, because Clinton has nothing to do with it,
right?
I think it's great. It's great entertainment. Kicks off the new TV season.
Well, yeah, besides
Bill
the fact
Clinton kicks off the new season. He did.
Yeah, he sure did. And
scooped everyone.
And I've been reading about the new TV season, and that's in trouble, so maybe we should get this Clinton thing continuing.
Oh, one sign of the apocalypse. You know who's on a show now again?
Who?
Linda Lavin. Is on one of the worst shows, like it got a 1.5 star review in the paper out of the new TV series. And I'm just hoping she sings the theme song like she did for Alice. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
How did that song go?
Oh,
you remember that one?
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites. There's a new girl in town and she's looking good. There's a fresh new face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, she's like this jazz. There's a new girl in town looking good.
Whoever knows that she could sing.
I don't know.
That's frightening when you wake up in the morning to that one.
Oh, yeah, when they were playing Alice early in the morning?
Yeah.
It's like 8 in the morning.
You're
or 7.
hungover and stuff.
Oh, there's a new girl in town looking good. Oh, it's Linda Lavin. My Linda Lavin alarm clock. When did I get this?
Oh, too funny, man.
New girl in town looking good.
Anthony, is it really your favorite TV theme song?
What? Oh, no. No, I hate this.
Sing along, Ed.
There she is. Come on, she's got to pick it up. She brings it on home. Here she goes.
You really do like that song, huh?
My favorite. Linda Lavin rocks.
Got to thank Mark for being quick on his feet with that one, running in here with that. Thanks, Mark.
No, there's nothing better than having that stuck in your head the whole day.
Yeah, exactly.
Take that home with you.
All right, on the way, we got Lamb Chop trying to explain this whole Clinton mess to the kids because Barney didn't do a good job on our show last week.
No.
And I didn't even realize Lamb Chop is still alive.
Yeah, well, Sherry Lewis died.
And Lamb Chop's trying to get another career going, I guess.
Yeah, a little bitter, but...
A little bitter, a little angry, a little edgy.
Yeah, I think...
He's updating his act for the 90s, I do believe.
Lamb Chop Dice Clay.
Yeah, so that's on the way. Also, I guess there's a new Clinton workout video I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay. We could do that. And if you got something to add to this mess, 212-757-1027. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York with AC/DC. It's Opie and Anthony only for like 2 more hours because we got the Cowboys and Giants game tonight.
Oh, the abbreviated Opie and Anthony show.
Yes, because pregame starts at 6:35 right here on NEW. Kickoff is at 8:20, so we'll have some fun until then.
Yes, we will.
All right.
I know we got Lamb Chop on the phone, but quickly, remind me later to tell you about this story about, sex and amputation in Tijuana.
Sex and amputation in Tijuana. Sounds like a fun little story there.
I think Bill's sick.
Okay. Well, yeah, everyone's talking about Bill Clinton, and Lamb Chop is on the line.
We spoke at Lamb Chop when Sherry Lewis died.
Yeah.
And it was a different Lamb Chop than I remember from public television.
He was actually very happy that the, what did he call it, the old witch was dead?
Yeah. Was singing Ding Dong, the bitch is dead.
Ding Dong, the bitch is dead.
Yeah.
What was his problem with Sherry Lewis again?
I believe it was that her hand was up his ass for 30-some-odd years. You got to give him that.
Yeah, we got to give him that.
Could be a little bitter, but we had Barney explaining the Clinton mess to the children last week. Because a lot of people, and today, again, they're concerned. I mean, it's a holiday today. Children are home, and for 4 hours, you were able to listen to some explicit sexual talk, Opie. And what of the children? How to explain it to them? How do you explain something like that to children?
All right.
We tried Barney. It was okay, but I don't think the real message got across.
Now, Anthony, before I put Lamb Chop on the air, did you talk to him about his behavior and his attitude lately?
Yeah, but
Because last time we had him on the air, he was cursing up a storm, and he was very edgy.
I tried, but Lamb Chop told me to F off. Which is pretty interesting when it happens to you. Yeah.
So last week we had a naked skank hoe that recites poetry beat you up, and today a sock told you off.
A sock puppet told me to F off, and the sock puppet, Lamb Chop, makes the skank hoe seem like Mother Teresa with the language for some reason.
All right, well, we're in delay, so let's get Lamb Chop on the air to explain the Clinton mess to the kids.
All right.
Hey, Lamb Chop.
Yeah, what do you want? I'm fucking busy.
Yeah, but you said you'd help us out explaining this whole Clinton mess to the kids.
Explain what way, guys? Suck. Explain what?
Lamb Chop, this is a very sensitive issue. There's some serious explicit language involved. You got to be really careful how you explain this.
Well, since the old bad died, I don't do that kid show shit anymore. What do you want me to tell the kids? What the president did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put his 8-inch crooked one where it doesn't belong, okay, kiddies? He grabbed a big floppy piece, he diddled her and he shoved a cigar up her Then he launched a batch of love snot all over her nice blue dress. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta take a fucking dump.
There he goes, Lamb Chop. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. That's the latest from our pals, the Goo Goo Dolls. That slide off their Dizzy Up the Girl CD. It's Opie and Anthony. We got to get them in the imaginary ballroom. They have played for us on numerous occasions, actually, huh, in the past?
Yes.
We like those guys a lot.
No, it only took a matter of time.
Wait. I got something, too, though. Can I just interrupt you? Because I know you had that cool story.
Oh, no, I wasn't even going to get to that, but yeah, go ahead. What do you got? That's all right.
Well, I want to
There's
read
plenty
this.
of time.
I want to read this, and you want to read that.
What do you got? A fax? Oh, well, that's from people.
A fax, yes. This is the People's Radio
You
Show.
better read it.
We like to interact with the NEW listeners. How many we have? It's from Donna. This is kind of interesting, actually. Just want to let you know that you guys are so nuts. I love your show. I resisted for a while, but boy, some of the stuff you do is just too funny not to laugh. The Linda Lavin thing was great. That's cool. I laughed my ass off. This is what I want to get to, though. Also, did you know that you're in the Globe magazine this week? The Globe Rag, right?
That's the tabloid Globe?
Yeah. It says in there's a little article saying that there are a couple of New York DJs that will pay anyone, a girl, $700 if they will go on the Today Morning Show and show their boobs, and that security has to be extra careful now because of that. Check it out. Get someone to get the paper and see for yourself. We just sent Rick down in the street to see if we actually are in this week's Globe.
I was hoping if I ever got in the Globe, it would be some rumor that, me and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, a rumor that you were gay?
Oh, yeah, that rumor, Opie. Oh, you got me. Oh, that's a good one. Gay, oh, yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, love your show. Keep up the silliness. God, we need the laughs now with all the craziness going on in the country and the world. Bye. That's from Donna. So we'll go get the Globe and see. Yeah, that still stands. Actually, it's $1,000, by the way.
$1,000. They do have cops there, man.
Yeah, actually, we did a little research and
reconnaissance.
There's some Mounties hanging out at the Today Show more than usual, and security has definitely been beefed up lately. But I'm telling you, first of all, it's not illegal to be topless in New York. Second of all, you get on the Today Show, and we could see it from home that you are topless and that you have WNEW on your boobs or Opie and Anthony. Yes, we will give you $1,000.
There's 2 cops hiding in Al Roker's pants. Right in the back, over his back pocket. Swear to God, that can't be an ass.
No. And Stockbroker Dave is throwing in his $290 to make that up to just short of $1,000. But what the hell will make it $1,000, all right?
$1,000, yeah, it's a bounty.
Also, we're working on a new promotion. We got to ask Gary if it's a go. We came up with this on Friday. We want to have a contest and let the listeners guess when Clinton's going to resign or get impeached.
Yeah, well, we're not quite sure if that'll even happen.
Well, if it doesn't happen, then we have no winners.
Then it's a draw.
Yes. But what we want to do is have people either email us or fax us. That's the only way you could get in on the contest. And basically write your name and a phone number where we could get a hold of you. And just write a date where you think Clinton will either resign or get impeached. And I think we're working on a trip to Washington for 2.
Wow.
This is all unconfirmed. We got to make sure it's actually going to happen, but...
Trip to the Oval Office.
Trip to the Oval Office. Trip down there to Washington, and then we're going to throw in other stuff like a...
Stained dress.
Yeah, like a certificate for the Gap, or like a box of cigars, some Altoids, and other fun little gifts.
Cool.
Should we start the contest, even though it's unofficial right now?
Yeah, why not?
All right, because if you're near a fax machine, just get your name and a number we can get a hold of you. 212-957-WNEW, and we'll just keep collecting the faxes for the coming weeks.
And it's only a fax contest.
You don't want to do the email?
Nah.
No? All right, just
fax.
Just fax. Okay, so if you want to get in on it, if you're motivated, you just got to get to a fax machine. All right, we'll keep it with faxes, and you got to get your guests in between 3 and 7 when we're on the air, because I don't think the other DJs want to deal with this.
No.
I don't think Scott Muni wants to go to the fax machine.
What? No Beatles request? What does this mean?
Right.
What? I'm not taking faxes for those a-holes.
I'd rather play in a Gana Davida. All right, so the fax line, once again, 212-957-WNEW, and I'll run down the hall to see if this is going to be an official contest.
All right.
It should be. So now, what were you going to do?
I was just saying, it figures that there's a new cigar out for sale at Serendipity 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Bill and Monica cigar.
Oh, how cute.
Isn't that? Hand-rolled and dipped. It features pictures of Bill and Monica.
What's it dipped in?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just says dip.
All right.
And on the little paper band, it says, "It tastes good." I thought that's the funniest thing. It's like everything is really funny that he did in the Oval Office, but I think the funniest thing is him with that cigar, just saying that.
Yeah.
Because you could picture him just putting it in his mouth and, "It tastes good."
You just gotta laugh. It's our president. He does roll.
Yeah. Tastes good. Yum, yum. Eat 'em up.
All right. We definitely will play the Clinton workout. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Green Day from Nimrod. Time of your life. Good riddance. It's Opie and Anthony.
Well, we got the globe.
And are we in there?
The rag paper globe.
All right.
Yeah. It's in the Confidential, Hollywood's Hottest Secrets. Hollywood?
We're not in Hollywood. One of our listeners gave us a fax saying that we made the Globe rag magazine about our Today Show stunt.
All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, all right. 2 New York DJs. That's us, Hope. 2 New York DJs are offering $700 to the first woman to bare her breasts on the Today Show, either in the window behind Matt and Katie or outside with weatherman Al Roker. Now the show's execs are terrified they'll end up looking like boobs. They're terrified. Control room guys have been warned to keep their eyes peeled for any gal who appears ready to drop her top. Come on. If it was an issue, they probably ought to have meetings over there and everything.
Well, we've noticed that they've beefed up security down there.
They really have.
But it's legal to show your boobs in public in New York.
Yeah.
You just got to be real good. You can't show up on the Today Show set looking like a hoe.
No, you got to look, I guess, respectable.
Very respectable and very innocent. And
have easy access ready.
Yeah.
So you could just pop them out at a moment's notice and then do it.
The bounty's out there, ladies. First girl to show her boobs.
$1,000 now.
It is It always has been
$700.
No, it's $1,000.
$1,000.
It's $1,000, and it's for the first girl that could figure out how to do it. And get her boobs on TV. Make sure you have Opie and Anthony or WNEW on your boobs.
Yeah, we'd prefer both. Opie and Anthony on one boob and then NEW on the other.
That would be hot.
It's a tough thing to do. We understand, but it's $1,000.
Yeah.
And even the window, like they said, behind Katie and
well, what
and
I've
Matt.
noticed though, because I watch the show from time to time.
Yeah.
And you can't really see the people behind him anymore. They're putting backdrops and stuff up. They're pretty much putting the curtains down.
You got to figure time is ticking down because there's not going to be nice weather.
Yeah.
For that much longer where you can really get away with it. Or maybe that might be easier because then you can just go with a big coat and nothing else underneath and just woohoo, hey Al.
And we don't talk about this often because we want to kind of get them by surprise over there at the Today Show. But honest to God, first girl who does it will get $1,000.
Yep.
And we're taping every day, so we'll be able to prove it was your boob. So
yeah, if you tell us, hey, I showed my boobs this morning on the Today Show, I'm sure we'll get a hell of a lot of calls.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then we'll check the tape, look at you, look at the tape. If we have a boob match, you get the $1,000. It's easy.
It's a terrorist boobing happening.
If I was a guy, I swear I would get a hooker. I'd pay her whatever, $100, $200.
Yeah, but then they'll know the hooker's coming.
How would they know?
When she shows up.
Well,
the hooker's in this town?
You could take her down and have her dressed for another $100. You have a $300 investment.
Yeah.
And you get $1,000.
All right.
I don't know. I don't understand where there's motivation, guys.
So guys and ladies out there, so if we don't talk about this for a couple weeks, trust me, the contest is still on. It goes to the first girl to do it. But if we start talking about it every day, that by the time we're through, they're going to build a Berlin Wall around the Today Show set. So we got to kind of keep it quiet in a way.
Katie, I'm getting quite a boner from those boobs.
But that's not the only contest that's going on. We started a new one today because of the Clinton tapes. I guess everyone has had a chance to view those things by now. And me and Anthony admit it early in the show, and some of you guys are kind of bummed at us, but kind of felt bad for the guy a little bit. He was sweating pretty good on TV this morning.
He's starting to look pathetic.
Yeah.
But then when you start feeling bad for him, you start feeling bad for the whole country. I'm like getting pissed and saying, get out of there.
Yeah.
Resign already.
Yeah.
It's over. Whether the resignation has to come out of you having committed a crime, which some people say, or just for the plain fact that nothing's getting done in this country anymore, it's a distraction from the office, and you should just step down. Whether you feel right, wrong, or whatever. It's at the point now it's best for the country to just
move on.
Walk away.
So our contest is simple. You have to guess the date that Clinton is either going to resign or get impeached.
That's it.
If he doesn't resign or get impeached, then obviously, no one will win the prize, which is a trip to Washington for you and somebody else.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to throw in some other goof gags like, gift certificate to the Gap, maybe a box of cigars, some Altoids.
Yeah.
And whatever else we could come up with. Maybe a tape of Liar Liar. But they're coming in. Mike writes, Clinton resigns when Scotzo plays Metallica.
Airs enter Sandman.
All right, very good. I believe he will stay the president and not get impeached or resign. He is a man. He made a mistake. Leave the man alone. I understand he lied, but what president did not? Thank you. That's from David. But they're coming in like crazy. And it's only a fax contest, so we can keep track of this, because then we can take your little faxes and we can put them in a folder and keep track of this whole mess, all right? So if you really want to get your date in when you think the president will resign or get impeached, fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Or, the second thing I want to say, I'm getting a little distracted. What do you got?
It's all right.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. If more than one person, has the same date, then we'll have to put them in a hat and pick the winner.
Do a drawing, right? Yeah, baby. How you doing, honey? Just come back here into my office. Yeah, you see this right here? Look at this. This is the best. Let me unwrap it for you.
What's that about?
Oh, this is great. Why don't you take a smell? I got this from Cuba. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let me just take a smell of that.
Oh, that's delicious.
You like that, don't you? You're a dirty girl, aren't you?
You're going to stick that where?
Oh, you just wait and see. It's a good one. Let me just get the label off. We don't want that getting lost anywhere. Don't we? All right. Oh, that tickles, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I bet you.
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, Pearl Jam. It's Opie and Anthony. Gotta say hi to everyone checking in from Giant Stadium, getting psyched for the big game tonight.
Yeah?
It's gonna be a good one. Are we gonna win tonight, Anthony?
Of course, Opie. Against Dallas? Sure.
Well, Troy isn't throwing tonight, so we got a chance, I guess. Jets looked great last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say. Finally got a win under their belt, so we could shut up Bill Parcells for a while.
Playing a crappy team. Great kind of win.
It's still a win. And Bill Parcells, he was still a little bitter during the press conference after the game.
I want to hear it.
Nothing makes that guy happy.
Nothing.
He could be getting a Lewinsky, and his team could be winning by 70 points, and he'll find something to complain about. So, speaking of Lewinsky's, this guy came up with a pretty good idea, Steve H. We got that contest. It's official, Anthony.
Okay.
We got a trip for two to Washington for the person who could correctly guess when the president will either resign or get impeached.
Mm-hmm.
Wacky little contest. And if he, remains in office, then I guess we won't have a winner on this contest.
We're giving away, a trip to Washington?
Trip to Washington, a copy of Liar Liar by Jim Carrey, a gift certificate for a dress from The Gap, and maybe a box of cigars as well.
There you go.
And we're keeping track here, guys. So one guess per fax, per person, please. Rick is already ripping up people that are sending more than one guess on different faxes and stuff, all right?
What do you think this is over here? Like a Publishers Clearinghouse, millions of envelopes coming in?
I know.
If we get like 5 of them, it's like 5 of them from Bob.
But I love, people are great. Steve writes, hey, dummies. He goes, by the way, does the winner get a Lewinsky from a female staffer at WNEW? That would be a nice little add-on to the Washington trip. Actually, maybe we could get the Skanko that beat you up last week to give a Lewinsky as part of the contest.
She was saying she gives him out in the park when she does her poetry.
Yeah.
That's what she told me.
Well, we might have to check with the lawyers, but maybe we could throw a Lewinsky in as well. Why not, right?
Why not? Sure.
Also, this guy sends a date, Dennis, and he also says, hey, guys, I got everyone listening to you. All my friends tune in to you.
Yeah, I like that.
We're begging people to help us get listeners because we're finding out that we have a very small, faithful audience, and we need for that audience to grow. And we have no marketing budget here, so you guys got to get the word out about the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, you got to get phase 2 rolling.
Yeah, phase 2, which is to tell others immediately.
Phase 1 was to get all the people that didn't like us off the station.
Mm-hmm.
That worked.
Not really. I think
rousing success.
No, there's still people out there that enjoy listening to us and to get ticked off about what we say, which is kind of interesting. I never really understood that because when something ticks me off, I just...
People that like to be miserable.
Yeah, all right.
Like I was saying earlier, I was listening to the Alice theme, Linda Lavin singing it.
Yeah. It
annoys the hell out of me, but when you played it, I had to listen to the whole thing. Sounded like screeching tires.
Yeah. You really hate that theme song.
There's a new girl in town, and she's looking good. Fresh new face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town. Ba, 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 ba. Hate it. When it comes on, I gotta listen to her because I can't stand it.
You should see your eyes. You get really psycho when you start singing that song.
There's a new girl in town, and she's looking good.
Were you singing that song when you were getting rid of that dead cat at your house the other day?
Yes.
Just to keep you happy?
Keep me happy and smiling.
And then when the Skanko was beating you up with her poetry while she was naked, were you singing that song?
There's a fresh new face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town. Looking good.
All right, people are sending in their faxes for the Clinton contest. Just guess when he's going to either resign or get impeached. The fax line is 212-957-WNEW. I think this is Stephen. I can't really read your handwriting at the bottom, Stephen. It says, O&A, if this were the 50s, the Secret Service would have just put a bullet in her head, and that would have been that. Someone's not doing their job. Leave Bill alone. He's a good president. Hell, I like him. Keep up the good work. You guys rock. All right, very good.
Yeah, Elton would have been writing a memorial song about Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Like he did for Marilyn.
All right. Oh, also, I just got another note here. Scott Colombo, our computer geek here at NEW.
Right.
And I use the term computer geek lovingly.
Mm-hmm.
I like that term. He has set up a little contest page on the NEW website, so now we will accept your emails for the contest.
Cool.
What you got to do is just go to the WNEW website, and where is it? In our section? All right, just click on the Opie and Anthony. We still have the baby pictures on the website?
I don't know.
We do. Oh, great. All right, click on our baby pictures, and you could guess, when Clinton will resign or get impeached that way as well.
All right.
And we'll keep track of all of it, and we'll send somebody to Washington. Okay? Too much info going on our show today. I apologize. I know.
What, huh?
I'm confused now.
It's because we got to get it all out because we're not here for our whole show.
Yeah, we only got 45 minutes. The Rock of New York, 102.7 WNEW with the latest from Kiss, Psycho Circus off their latest CD, Psycho Circus, which comes out tomorrow, I do believe. That's a really good song, but the CD's getting mixed reviews at this moment in time.
Is it?
I guarantee when they tour again, that's going to be their opening number right there.
Well, if you're a Kiss fan, you'll probably like it, though.
Well, I loved seeing Kiss last time they came around. Remember we went? It rocked.
The makeup and everything.
And the blood.
Yeah. And the tongue and the fire.
Cool. And Paul Stanley acting very feminine. I didn't get that. Actually, a few Kiss fans who work at NEW got really mad at me because I suggested that Paul Stanley's a little swishy.
Yeah.
It felt like that when we saw him, right?
He's flamboyant on stage.
All right.
Wears the big feather boa and everything.
Yeah, but when the girls were throwing their bras and panties on the stage, he had a problem with that.
Think about it, though. I mean, the guy's been around for how many years? Having that same thing? Suffered from apotemnophilia. Apotemnophilia.
Temnophilia, okay.
A sexual desire to have a limb removed. This guy had completely healthy legs, both of them.
Come on.
He had one cut off because he got off on having a limb cut off.
You're lying.
That's what it says, and it's in USA Today, so it's got to be true.
Got to be true, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, lovely.
But he's 80, and
80.
besides, he's gonna get sexual gratification.
Right.
Yeah.
You would think by 80, if you had, like, this got your rocks off, you would be like just a head.
I had a great sex life. Boy, I remember when I first cut my toe off back in the 20s.
But for some reason, the guy decided to go down to TJ and get his leg cut off, and he died of gangrene.
Great.
Brown is charged with practicing without a license.
Nice.
His California license was revoked in 1977 after 3 patients nearly died from sex change operations he performed in a garage and a hotel. In a garage.
In a garage.
If you're going to have a sex change, wouldn't you walk into a garage and just go,
Maybe this isn't the proper place for the sex.
Lay down. Next. They put him up on the lift. Got to check your undercarriage. There are some sick people, man.
Yeah, there sure is. I've never heard of that sexual fetish. I've heard of oculinctus.
What is that?
People that get turned on by having their eyeballs licked.
Eyeballs licked?
Yeah,
Jeez.
oculinctus or something like that. And I've heard of axillism.
Axillism.
People that are turned on by underarms.
Ew.
Yeah. We should do a whole show on sexual fetishes. I got a book in our office that's really very entertaining.
Oh, you do, Opie?
Yes, I do.
I wonder what that book says. I wonder what's in there. Fetishes, huh?
There's some good stuff in there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Giants football at 6:35 is the pregame. Kickoff is at 8:20, so we're going to sneak a couple songs in, and then we'll have to head out. I think we could get the latest from Hull if we stop talking here. We'll get that on before the game. Stay there. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. The latest from Hull, that's Celebrity Skin. I don't think there's a better song on the radio these days. That thing just rocks. When you hear it, you have to crank it up in your little car there, huh?
And you like her because she's like the definitive hose bag.
Yeah, I like skank hose. They're all right in my book. It's Opie and Anthony. We got to step aside. Giants football is next. Pregame starts in about a minute here, but
don't forget about our new little contest we're having.
Yes.
You have to guess when President Clinton is going to be impeached or resign office. Give us the date. Fax it in. It's a fax contest. Or you can actually do it off of the website, right?
Yeah, Scott Colombo set up a really cool contest page. If you click on our pictures on the NEW website, you can get all the info as well.
That's cool.
All right.
That'll work. And you'll win a trip to Washington and, a copy of Liar, Liar.
And some cigars. And a certificate to the Gap.
Yeah, bend over, babe.
But if you want to fax the date and a phone number where we can get a hold of you, you just do that when we're on the air from 3 to 7, because I don't think the other guys want to be bothered with that, all right? The fax line is 212-957-WNEW, or once again, just go to the WNEW website, click on our pictures, and it'll be very obvious where you can get the info in for that as well, all right? But, all right, we're out of here. Thanks for listening. Yeah, we'll be back at 3 tomorrow.
Abbreviated show.